Good evening, Twitter. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at the Home Depot Halloween 2026 lineup. Well, not all of it, obviously. There's still, there's still, like, probably more stuff. Like, there's supposedly a creature from the Black Lagoon animatronic. We don't know what that looks like yet, though. But, yeah, I'm going to be going over some of the animatronics that have been, like, going around and stuff. So, I guess we're just going to start off right now. We'll start off with this big mummy dude. I don't know if it's a 12-footer or a 10-footer yet, but it looks huge from like other angles. Uh, I think he's all right. He looks very interesting. Like the details. Okay, I will say the details look really good. I love all the like the details and stuff. It really does look like he's wrapped up in like all the paper and stuff, like the toilet paper or whatever. I don't know what it's called, but I think it could be done a little better. Uh, there was two ways they could have done this a little better. I think one is make him more like a zombie or something like that, like a zombie mummy, like the Costco one from a few years back. But I think what would have really made this stand out and be probably one of the greatest items this year, like over everything, it could have been an Egyptian mummy. I think if it was like like if it was like a pharaoh mummy type situation, like give him the pharaoh clothes, the weird hat thing, maybe even a staff. I think that would have been awesome. I think that would have been probably the best, one of the best giants ever. And but yeah, it looks okay. At least it's better than the Lowe's one because Lowe's one I think is okay. I do like the audio on it, but yeah, this one's better. Moving on. Oh, get ready to hear a whole lot of glaze because this thing is peak. I tell you, peak. Goodness gracious, it's so weird and unique and oh, okay. Where do I start with this dude? This thing is I think it's a giant too. It looks around 10 feet tall. Uh, it's this weird plant fungus zombie creature with human remains infused in it, which I think is a pretty sick idea. It might be a little niche, might be a little weird, but I don't care. This thing rocks, man. It looks like the elbows are posable too. You could have them like swiveled and stuff. The arms will probably be posable. But yeah, this thing has three heads. Like bro thinks he's King Ghidorah or something. But that's so tough. That's tough, and you can't convince me otherwise. I think all the pinks in the mouth and the eyes, those pop so well. Those look so nice. I wonder if you're gonna be able to like change it to different colors though. I wonder what like red or something would look like. But I think the pink makes it look more plant like, if that makes sense, because it's like a flower color, you know? But yeah, I think this is an awesome item. I really like this guy. I don't know if I would get him though, because I don't really have a use for this guy. I think next year. Okay, I'm calling it now. I'm predicting it. I think next year we're gonna get a pumpkin reskin of this guy with three pumpkin heads. I'm calling it now. Imagine how tough that would be. Then it could have like pumpkins, like maybe inside the body or something. Preferably uncarved ones. But dude, that would be awesome. But still, as this stands, I think this is my favorite prop from Home Depot so far. Though that is subject to change because there is one other item on this list that I absolutely need to glaze. So yeah, I love this guy. Definitely highlight of the year so far. Single handedly solos both Spirit and Lowe's. So moving on. We have app controlled 12-foot Skelly. I'm pretty sure they're still bringing back 12-foot skeleton. I don't know. I don't know why they would discontinue one of their like best selling items. Cause each year it sells really well. I don't know how overall sales have been on it though. I don't know if it's like gone down or gone up. But this one's eh. I don't know. I feel like the app control thing could have gone to something else. But overall, I don't think it's too bad. I do quite like it as like a concept. Yeah. But I don't know. It just looks like only the arms move and maybe the head. I think if it was just like the upscaled version of the ultra scaly, I think that would have been cool. And the arms are like you can't pose the hands or anything. I think if this would have benefited a lot if it was just the upscaled ultra scaly, you know. So yeah, I don't know, but man, it's okay. Not something I would think about. Moving on to this thing. So I've kind of been asking for dinosaur stuff for a good while now because I do like dinosaurs. I used to be very obsessed with dinosaurs when I was like younger. I still like dinosaurs, just not as much as I do. Partially because Jurassic World Dominion and Rebirth were kind of mid, but yeah, nah. But anyways, so I do like like scientifically accurate dinosaurs though. Like I think dinosaurs can be done right in horror. Like not just in Halloween, but like horror in general. My biggest and probably best example of this is Weird Birds by Artasuchus. I don't know how to say his name, but that series I think handled horror and dinosaurs really, really well. Part of that was because the dinosaurs were scientifically accurate. I don't want to be that guy, but I kind of wish this guy had some feathers, okay? I don't care if it what color he would have been if he was like a dull brown. I think if there were some feathers on this guy, that would have been pretty nice, but it's more of the Hollywood look for dinosaurs. That's fine. That's not my complaint with this guy. The concept is a pretty good one actually. Zombie dinosaur, giant zombie dinosaur. That's a pretty sick concept. After the shark, I was kind of thinking we're gonna get a dinosaur. So yeah, that's tough. But the way they executed it, I think it could have been done a little bit better. For starters, when I first saw like the leaked photos for this, I thought it was AI. Cause you gotta admit it looks a little AI generated. And part of that is because of the bones, the way the bones look. They look way too clean for being a zombie dinosaur. I think if they went over with like a black, red, brown dry brush over the bones, or maybe even add some blood. I don't think Home Depot would do that though, because they're not really known for gore or blood. But I think if they just dirtied up the bones a lot more, it would enhance the look of this thing a lot. And also, I don't like the eye. Like, I think the other side is like I don't know. If oh no, I don't think the other side has any skin on it. But I think if it didn't have any eyes, it would look a lot cooler. But you could just like paint paint over that or something. But yeah, I think the detail does look very nice. I just think the paint job could have been a little bit better. And I would personally like add some feather detailing, like maybe not actual feathers, but like maybe some blow molded feathers, like some of those blow mold owl props they had a few years back. But yeah, it's an alright animatronic. I don't know if this one is gonna release because I heard somewhere it got canceled. But I don't know. We'll have to see. Only time will tell. And also the pole. I think I don't. I'm not a big fan of the pole. I think, but I don't know. That might just be a nitpick because I don't know. Because look at well. They could have given it a big base. I know that might have actually jacked up the price though. So I don't know. But yeah. It's an alright animatronic. Not animatronic prop. I don't know. Is it probably static like the shark, but Yeah, I think this could have been a little bit better. Moving on, pirate dudes. Uh, I know I don't really talk about them a lot on this channel, but I think pirates are pretty neat. I like pirates. I mean, the channel mascot, my profile picture is kind of pirate inspired, so yeah. Uh, I do like the one on the left a little bit more, mainly because he's holding a beer or rum or whatever. But I think the design is like pretty interesting because the clothes, despite it being a skeleton, the clothes make him look like he has a beer belly. I think that's kind of genius. That's a way to make him look chubby without him, with him being a skeleton and all. I think that's pretty interesting. And he has a peg leg. I do like the other guy too. He just kind of meh. But yeah, I do think these guys are pretty all right. Okay, here's the one I'm gonna glaze. This is contender for my favorite Home Depot prop and probably best giant of all time. Hear me out. Hear me out. We've gotten all these different types of giant characters. We've gotten reapers, witches, vampires. We've gotten a lot. Why haven't we gotten a giant tree animatronic or prop before? Doesn't that just make like more sense? Trees are automatically like big and all. So wouldn't it make sense for a giant to be a tree? It's the most realistic one actually. It's the most realistic option I think you could have with a giant besides like, an actual giant, but why haven't we gotten this earlier? Why didn't we get a giant tree before? Like it makes so much sense. It makes so much sense for a giant to be a tree. It's not even funny, man. But at least we have it. And it looks awesome. It looks so Halloweeny, so classic Halloween. I think if I was to get one prop from Home Depot this year, I would get this one for sure. Chances of that are probably not happening though, because I can't afford that. But I love this thing to death, bro. The spindly limbs. I think it's a reskin of the 15-foot scarecrow, but I don't know. It might not be as tall. But this thing is awesome, dude. I love the face sculpt, and it looks like it's gonna glow and stuff. It might be a reskin of the ghost actually, the 12-foot ghost from a few years back. I think that actually is like a remold. But yeah, I love this thing so much. It looks awesome. This thing is gonna. If I see this thing in someone's yard, dude, dude's gonna be aura farming, dude. This dude's an aura farmer. I'd say the only like nitpick thing I have about it is the ears. I don't know. I'm not big on the ears, but that's just a nitpick. I don't care about the ears too much. This thing is awesome. I love it. Love it. Uh, can we like, can we stop? Okay. Let's just stop for a second. Why do we always get characters that aren't Halloweeny? Like for Christmas, it's a little more understandable, but why? Why is this a prop? Okay, I don't care how impressive the technology is. I'm not activating this thing in the store. I don't care about Stitch one bit. I don't care about him. I don't care. I don't care. I don't like him. I like the OG movie, but that new movie, oh my goodness, that new one was horrible. I think this is a waste of an animatronic slot, man. Do you know how many other licensed characters we could have gotten? We could have gotten Pyramid Head. We could have gotten Nemesis. Anything from Coraline. We could have gotten Ash from Evil Dead. We could have gotten, I don't know, a Lovecraftian Pennywise. We could have gotten a T800. Well, I know T800 isn't necessarily a horror or Halloween character. I think T800 would have been cool though. We could have gotten a Predator. Oh my! Oh, Predator actually would have been. I think Home Depot got actually nail a Predator animatronic. But why? Why? Moving on. Yeah, it doesn't get much better here. I will say the detail looks pretty well. I like the detail. It looks almost like distortions a little bit, honestly. If it was like fully foam filled latex, then yeah, this would be a distortions item. But apparently, this is like a mini Tumble the Troll. All I see is one of Shrek's kids. It looks so much like Shrek's kids, dude. I can't get it out of my mind. Why? Well, okay, the sensor is kind of genius because that looks like his belly button. It's not for me. It's just not for me. Okay, not my thing. Not my kind of thing. Uh, he does look funny though. He looks really funny. This is like this is my chud son, guys. This is my chud son now. Moving on. I don't know why Sitter of Souls is returning. Don't. I think we could have gotten a new budget animatronic. Preferably a budget plague doctor would have been nice, but but there is like these two chud children. I do like the look of the one on the left, but I don't know. It looks a little too much like Sam from Trick or Treat. I don't know. I don't really care about him. So these two are apparently coming to stores this year. Jack in the Box Clown is coming back, and so is Hops. Hops, I think, is pretty cool. He's gonna have a lunging animation. I liked the whole like little seasonal holiday horror line they have going on. I would like to see like a maybe a Cupid next or a giant turkey monster. Giant turkey monster would be peak, okay? Giant turkey monster would be peak. Or like a cannibal pilgrim, I think would also be cool. And Jack in the Box clown, I think he's alright. Alright for a clown animatronic. I could honestly care less about clowns. They're I don't understand the hype around them. Like unless you're Pennywise or Art the Clown, I don't get the hype around clowns, man. Like there's a few good clown props like Wacky Mole. I like Wacky Mole and like realistic clowns like Waving Wally. I don't know. I just don't really care about clowns too much. I do like his animation though. I think that's neat. So this one was actually in the background of the dinosaur. If we go back, you can see him back there. Oh yeah, by the way, before anyone says anything, I probably should have clarified this at the beginning of the video. None of these images are mine. They all belong to different people. I forgot who those people are, but these are not my photos. So this looks like a reskin or something of the Grim Reaper from last year, but it looks like his head turns. I think this one looks a lot better. I really like the hands and the face sculpt especially. That is such a cool looking face. It like we usually we just get like plain skulls for like Reapers. I like the look of this one. I really like the look of this one. If this is around the same price as that pointing Reaper from Lowe's, I might just have to get this one instead. This thing looks really sick. I love the scythe on it too. It's like molten magma. Yeah, I like this guy a lot. He has so much aura, man. So much dang aura. And do you know how easy it would be to convert this guy into a plague doctor? Like, goodness gracious, man. This thing is sick. I might have to get him. Uh, so we'll circle back to this later, but we're gonna go over this right here. There's this new Skull Witch holding a snake. It's not in the photo, but it's holding a snake over like a pot or something. It looks like a budget prop. I'll give it credit. It's not a boring generic witch like every other one. So there's that. There's also I think there's a new spooky tree. might have a better photo of that. But yeah, we have a little spooky tree right here. I think this is new. I could be wrong. But yeah, we'll circle back to the this guy. So we're getting like a mini Plague Doctor prop thing. I don't know if this is like one of those small like 3 foot dolls or the little dancing skeleton. It looks like he has whiskers though. Uh, that's very interesting. I like Plague Doctors. But I think I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about that guy yet. And there's also some wings in the background here, though I think that's just a tombstone. Uh, I think this is the last slide. So this last one we have the new Lethal Lily. Unless they're giving her more movement, she looks worse than before. I'm already not that big of a fan of Lethal Lily. I think Lethal Lily is so overrated. You people only like her because the technology, don't you? THD 3000 slimes out Lethal Lily. I don't care what anyone says. THD 3000 was goated, dude. That dude would slaughter Lethal Lily. But anyways, the only thing I could see this thing like going for it is a lot more animation. It looks like she's probably gonna have a servo arm. Call me back when I see an animatronic that could either walk or an animatronic with servo hands. Call me back when there's an animatronic with servos in the arms, the waist, the hands, the head, the torso. Call me back when we get to that, because I don't care about this thing. I don't care. In the background though, there is a new gargoyle posable skeleton. I think looks alright. But yeah, that is the entirety of Home Depot so far. I believe we still have a few things going on left. This is a getting to be a long video. Uh, yeah, but I think I'm just gonna end it here. Overall, pretty solid year for Home Depot so far. I think they're decent. They're obviously it's not like a super goated year like 2023 or 2021, but I think they're cooking. I think they're cooking, man. Uh, I think they have the best lineup this year so far. Because everyone else has either been like kind of mid or just straight doo doo butt cheeks. Like Spirit, for example, I think Spirit is terrible. I think this might be one of their worst lineups yet, which is kind of crazy because I thought they were going to try to do better from last year. No, let's double down instead. Let's make a. Oh, look. Okay, we're competing with Home Depot. They have a big tree monster that looks like it's oroforming. What do we have? Nightcrawler Clown reskin. Doo butt cheeks. Doo butt cheeks, man. I'm sorry. Morris, I think it's kind of mid. Besides that spider guy. That spider guy, I still like that guy. Uh, I don't think we've seen Haunted Hill Farm yet. Nor have we seen Halloween costumes. I think Halloween costumes is gonna cook, but their prices might ruin everything. And I don't know about Haunted Hill Farm because they just announced a DJ Reaper ripoff from Lowe's that looks infinitely worse than the Lowe's one. Speaking of Lowe's, I think Lowe's is okay. I don't know. We just have to see more of them. But yeah, I think Home Depot has the best lineup so far. Mainly because this guy and then of course Big Tree guy they carry. But yeah, can't wait to see what else they have. This might be another Buns year for retail, but we don't know yet. But I know this year is going to be pretty big for me. This is going to be the culmination of all the themes this year that I've been doing. But we're going to worry about that in August or July. So, yeah, I'm going to just end the video right here. So, adios.